Looks like I'm live. Get my words up here. Hi there, and welcome to this day in history for December 27th. December 27th is the 361st day of the year in the Gregorian calendar, 362nd in leap years, with 4 days remaining to the end of the year. Wow, be here in just a minute, won't it? I'll take a moment here to mention that links to my research are included in the show notes. I ask you to go ahead and click that like button. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. Feel free to share this video with others. You could do that with the link in your email messaging or social media. And there is a link to my This Day in History playlist in the show notes. I'll also put one up in the iCards there. Yesterday, the replay was not very good quality video. The audio sounded okay, but the video was kind of pixelated and blurry. And if it does that again today, I'll re-record it and put it back up. So hopefully this one will do better in the replay. Hope this one will have better video quality in the replay. I mean, the words are what matters since I don't have any graphics, but it's kind of hard to watch when it's that goobery. Anyway, with that, we're going to get on into history. On December 27th in the year 537, the construction of the Hagia Sophia in Constantinople was completed. The Hagia Sophia is a beautiful religious building. Started out as a cathedral, was the largest Christian church of the Eastern Roman Empire, was converted to a mosque in 1453. The Turkish Republic established it as a museum. When did that happen? In 1935. And in 2020, it reopened as a mosque. In last year's episode of This Day in History for December 27th, I actually have slides of the Hagia Sophia. It is a very beautiful building, and my goodness, its building was completed in 537, almost 1,500 years ago. I'll put links to that episode in the iCard as well. This is the birthday of Johann Kepler, born December 27th, 1571. He was a German mathematician, astronomer, and astrologer, and he's perhaps best known for his laws of planetary motion. You just noticed these things, you see. Back in his time, there wasn't much distinction between astronomy and astrology, but there was a huge distinction between astronomy and physics. Interesting how things have changed in the intervening years. Kepler lived to the age of 58. On December 27, 1657, a petition known as the Flushing Remonstrance, articulated for the first time in North America the idea that freedom of religion is a fundamental right. I think that had to do with Quakers. Those peaceful Quakers. People didn't, for whatever reason, I guess they were different at the time, and other people either wanted to make them go away or even outright kill them. So I believe this had to do with that. Freedom of religion as a fundamental right. This is the birthday of French chemist and microbiologist Louis Pasteur, born December 27th, 1822. As I mentioned in last year's episode, he kind of figured out that many diseases are caused by germs. Louis Pasteur created the first vaccines for rabies, cholera, and anthrax, and developed the process of pasteurization. Before he developed the idea of germ therapy, germ theory, not germ therapy, before he uh, before he identified the or I'm tripping all over my words today. Before Louis Pasteur developed the idea of germ theory, people believed in a doctrine called spontaneous generation, where anyone could just get sick for no reason at all that they could tell. And they thought Pasteur was crazy when he started talking about microbes and germs and whatnot. Not so crazy after all, though. Louis Pasteur lived to the age of 72. On December 27, 1831, Charles Darwin set out on a journey aboard a ship called the HMS Beagle. HMS, I believe, stands for Her Majesty's ship, the HMS Beagle. It would be during this voyage that he would begin to formulate his theory of evolution. On December 27, 1836, Nike's worst ever avalanche in England took place at Lewes, Sussex, in England. On December 27, 1932, Radio City Music Hall opened in New York City. A 7.8 earthquake in Turkey on December 27, 1939. That one's pretty stout. On December 27, 1945, the International Monetary Fund, also known as the IMF, was created with signatures designating the agreement of 29 nations. On December 27, 1966, the largest known cave shaft in the world, the Cave of Swallows, was discovered in Mexico. That's fairly recent, 1966. Well, it's 2020. There's probably people watching this that aren't that old, but it seems like not that long ago to me. Apollo 8 splashed down in the Pacific Ocean on December 27, 1968, ending the first orbital manned mission to the moon. Spain became a democracy on December 27, 1978, after 40 years of a fascist dictatorship. On December 27, 1979, the Soviet Union invaded the Democratic Republic of Afghanistan. I think I mentioned this in last year's episode also. As I recall, that didn't go all that well. I could be mistaken about that, though. Anyway, I think that's going to do it for us today. I hope you learned something you didn't know before. I know I sure did. Always do. Again, links to my research are included in the show notes, along with a link to my This Day in History playlist, which I'll also add up there. And checking for notes here. All righty, I guess that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.